Okay, so you guys know Kings Island, right? It's always touted as the second best Cedar Fair park, just behind Gilroy Gardens, that is. Okay, just kidding. We all know that CP will always be known as number one, and is a destination park all around the world. Kings Island sits just 3.5 hours away from Cedar Point, and is unfortunately somewhat overshadowed by it, even though its lineup of coasters is elite, and it has so many other great aspects to it. Let's get right into this. Kings Island has a total of 54 attractions, 14 of which are coasters. Granted, around 1/3 of them are geared towards kids, but what they do have for families and thrill seekers is great. First off, Kings Island houses a collection of amazing flat rides, not on the level of something like Canada's Wonderland, but still good enough to hold its own. They have a massive 315-foot intimate drop tower, kinda similar to the one at King's Dominion and its smaller counterpart at Canada's Wonderland. They also have Delirium, a Huss Giant Frisbee, Extreme Skyflyer, their Sky Coaster, Windseeker, a Mondial Windseeker, and Slingshot, just to name the standouts. Now let's talk about this park's aesthetic real quick. Kings Island has a reputation of being one of the better kept and more beautiful Cedar Fair parks, and is notorious for having amazing shrubbery and landscaping. This park also has a very pleasing centerpiece with a massive Eiffel Tower in the middle, giving people great opportunities for photos. To me, this centerpiece isn't as good as something like the one in Canada's Wonderland, since that park has the massive Wonder Mountain in the middle. Jesus, finish just turning into how much better Canada's Wonderland is, oh my gosh. Okay, back to the point. This park also did win the Golden Ticket Award for Best Kids section something like 18 years in a row, until losing to Dollywood's Wildwood Grove in 2019. This kids section just has a fun atmosphere to be around, and I would have really enjoyed it if I knew what Kings Island was back when I was like 6 or 7 years old. Okay, now onto the lineup. Kings Island really has a very good top 4 coasters, these being the Giga Coaster Orion, the Hyper Coaster Diamondback, the Inverted Coaster Banshee, and the GCI Mystic Timbers. To me, I think Orion and Banshee are the best, but any of those 4 are all great choices. Before any of these coasters existed, their standout was the Beast, an in-house built wooden coaster that once held title of the world's fastest, tallest, and longest coaster, and still holds the record of the world's longest wooden coaster at 7,359 feet of track. This park also houses some decent supporting coasters like the Bat, Invertigo, Racer, Flight of Fear, and for families, they have Adventure Express and Backlot Stunt Coaster. They also have 3 good kids coasters. They start with the Great Pumpkin Coaster, which is a near clone of Taxi Jam at Canada's Wonderland, which is the smallest coaster there. They also have Woodstock Express and Flying Ace Aerial Chase for older kids and families. After some improvements this park can use to make even more of a name for itself, there are a few things it can do. The first, and in my opinion the most important, is the entrance. Kings Island's entrance is quite memorable, which you may find to be a good thing, but it's not memorable because it's good, it's memorable because it's really damn ugly. It's this weird building with a massive brown roof that just really doesn't fit there. Apparently they don't want to change it because there's stuff inside the building, but this park really needs a better first impression for new guests. As for rides, Kings Island should focus on adding more extreme flat rides, or a dark ride since they're lacking that as well. I think that one of those Zamperla Endeavors would fit quite nicely there, but they do have many options. As for coasters, they have a really well balanced lineup. The only thing I could see them adding could be some sort of spinning coaster by Mach, Gersar, or Mauer, or a Mach Extreme Spinner to give them a 3rd launch coaster as well. Overall, I think Kings Island is an amazing park that stacks up with so many other great parks in North America. I think it's got a great lineup, it has great atmosphere, and never fails to please its crowds. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Comment below on your opinions on Kings Island and if you agree or disagree with my points. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like on the video since it took a really damn long time to make. And if you want to be notified when I make my next videos, feel free to subscribe too because that'd be epic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have an awesome day. See ya.